Hey there, I'm John Brett with FishBuzz TV. I'm here with Jeff Steele, president of Sealand Environmental Inc. And Jeff has got a killer product. It's called Hydro Marine. Jeff, tell me a little bit about how you came up with this and how it works.
Okay, John, what we have here is the Hydro Marine floor system that's in the background here. We came up with it for a couple of reasons. Sealand Environmental is an environmental company. Okay, so we have a number of products to improve the environment. And it really developed to do just that. If you ever notice your diesel engine when it's idling, there'll be a oil slick that will come out from the exhaust and just kind of sit there on the water and just get bigger. Well, that same thing is happening when the boat's running, especially at a higher RPM. A lot of that is happening, you just don't see it. So we really wanted to come up with a way to do that, and we'd been working on a fuel assist system for a while, and what we found out was by adding a small amount of hydrogen, this isn't a secret, this has been out for a while, to an internal combustion engine, you actually help the fuel that you're burning burn more efficiently. When it burns more efficiently, more of it burns up in the chamber, and that oil slick that you've been seeing is actually unburned fuel. Now you see it on boats a lot more prevalent than you do vehicles, because what happens on a vehicle, it goes in through a converter or a filter, it goes out into the air on the highway, you don't see it. But in the water table you can see it. And
so this isn't a replacement. This isn't a kind of a supplemental, like an addition that you would make to diesel engine?
Exactly. This is an assist fuel, basically. You're still running your engine on diesel fuel. You're still running it on gasoline. It is just an assist fuel, and it actually increases your fuel efficiency in an average of about 20%.
Wow.
There's a lot of claims out there that hydrogen will, people say, run your engine on water and get 50%, 79%, double your efficiency and all. It doesn't happen. The physics allow about an average of 20% increase. But one of the biggest benefits with that's coming very prevalent now, is the emissions. And what this actually does is it lowers the emissions way down. So that's why you see that oil slick go away.
And how does you walk me through how that works? How does that happen? Why does it decrease emissions?
Well, when you add the hydrogen into the airstream on your engine, you don't turn a wrench on the engine. This doesn't go into the fuel system; it goes into the air system. Okay, so it as it's taken in the airflow, it picks up the hydrogen. The hydrogen will go into the combustion chamber, mix with the fuel. Okay, and it actually attaches. The way the molecules work, it'll attach to the molecules of either the diesel or the gasoline. Those hydrogen molecules burn at a hotter rate, so as a result, you get more combustion. So more of the fuel burns up.
So does that also add power?
It'll increase your horsepower. What we're finding is anywhere from 4 to 7% increase in horsepower. It increases your torque of foot-pounds, in the neighborhood of about the same as power. Increases your fuel efficiency in the range of a 20% average. And lowers those emissions because more of the fuel now is burned. And that's what the emissions come from, is the internal combustion engine is not very efficient.
Yep.
So those emissions come from unburned fuel.
Yeah, unburnt fuel.
And on an automobile, everybody's familiar with a catalytic converter, and on diesel trucks they have particulate filters and different things, but they only do so much in their own right. There still is emissions that come through, and the name of the game now is to get greener and cut down emissions, cut down pollution.
This is a basic install for a twin engine, whether it be a gas engine or diesel, turbo diesel, it doesn't matter. What we have here is this is your primary water tank, which has the electrolyte solution, which we sell in the gallon. You put the water in here. The water travels out of the bottom into the cells. These are the generators that generate the hydrogen and oxygen gas. After it makes the gas, the hydrogen, oxygen, and some of the water solution travels back into the box, separates. That goes up into another separator just in case there's any residual moisture in it. That would condense, drop back in the tank, and then the pure gas of hydrogen and oxygen come out of here and go to the engines. It increases the efficiency of the motor by burning the hydrogen and oxygen mix.
So it's a cleaner, richer burn.
It's a cleaner burn, yes. Yeah. The emissions go to almost zero. If you have an older diesel that's bellowing out black smoke, that all clears up. The performance, the smoothness of the motors increases. It's a really, really beneficial to the engine. There's sensors that tell you if the water level is where it's supposed to be. It's either full or it's low. This particular system has a larger tank, so when it does get low, it activates the pump, fills the tank back up. So if you had a large boat, you were going to the Bahamas or cruising somewhere, you wouldn't have to mess with this until you got back and send it in for service, and they could top it back off or call us and we would come out and service it for you.
Jeff, I heard a rumor that you guys are coming out with an application for outboards in the near future.
The outboard application we plan on having to market at the first of the year. The system that we looked at yesterday, I showed you yesterday, called the Hydromate. It's a little bit bigger than a size 27 battery box. It has 2 cells in it. It'll run approximately 8 hours with the amount of electrolyte in it. When you can get a little bigger tank, if somebody says, well, I want to run offshore for the weekend, we can accommodate an extra tank to go with it that'll attach to the outside of the box. But the whole idea was, and from our marketing group, was to have a box that you could have in your boat. And then when you pull the boat up on the trailer and you get up over the ramp, you could unhook it with disconnects and put it in the back of your pickup truck. So that was the whole idea of efficiency and really, you'd be able to get both vehicles, your boat and your truck.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's how the marketing team came up with that idea, and we developed it to fit.
Where can our audience go to learn more about this great product?
Well, you can go to our website, which is www.h2tech.com, h2tech.com. You can also type in Sealand Environmental, and it will take you there. We have a pretty good website that has some films on. You saw some of the film work we've done, and you can learn a lot more there. And the telephone numbers are all there, and the email addresses are all there. And we're located in Bradenton, Florida, and anybody's welcome to drop by and say hello. So that's it.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much.
John, I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.